Hi, 5th grade. It's time to do math. It's Thursday, April 9th. We don't have any work tomorrow. Yay! I want you to take out your math sheets on 265 and 266. These are on squares and square roots. Something a little bit new today. We talked about the area of a square is side times side the other day, but we also talked about when you see the little number at the top of the side is an exponent. It's an exponent. That small number to the right and above a number is called an exponent. Everybody say that, exponent. An exponent tells how many times to use the number as a factor. The number is called the base. So, in other words, like here, 4 is the base, 2 is the exponent. 3 is the base, 2 is the exponent. So now you understand. So, we must always multiply the base by itself, however many times that exponent tells you to do it. The 2 is red squared. Now let's look. This is 4 squared, 3 squared, 2 squared, 1 squared. Okay? Now let's go on down to the story problem number 1A. It says, Missy Johnson planted a square flower garden. Each side is 8 yards. What is the area of the garden? Remember, to find the area of a square, it's side times side. If each side is 8, you would say 8 times 8. That's right, it would be 64 square yards. 64 square yards. Now look at the story problem for 1B. Mr. Taylor's classroom is in the shape of a square with an area, that's the inside, of 81 square yards. How many yards are each side? Remember, they had to take the side times the side to come up with the square yards. So 81 divided by what number would equal the same number? It would be 81 divided by 9 equals 9, because 9 times 9 is 81. So your answer is 9 yards. Because if 81 is the total area on the inside of that square, they had to multiply side times side to get the 81. What number times what number, the same number, equals 81? 9 times 9. So your answer is 9. Now I want you to go to number 2. We're going to talk about this. We're going to whip through this real quick. I want you to look at number 2. 1 squared is 1 times 1. Your answer is 1. 2 squared is 2 times 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 3 squared is 3 times 3. What's 3 times 3? 9. 4 squared is 4 times 4. What is 4 times 4? 16. Now you'll finish those on your own in a few minutes, but I want you to go on down to G. Do you see this symbol right here? That is called number 3, not G. You're going to do those later. Go to number 3, 3A. Now, do you remember when I told you this little sign right here, this little thing right here means square? Okay? What is the square of 1? 1 times 1 is 1, so the square of 1 is always 1. Okay? The square of 4, really what's that saying is what number times itself is 4? That's 2, so your answer is 2. What is the square of 9? What number times itself is equal to 9? 3. What is the square of 16? What number times itself equals 16? It's 4. Isn't this easy? You're going to have fun with this. It's going to be very easy. Now go to number 4. You'll finish those in a little while, but I want to teach you and go over this. Go to number 4. It says, number 4, review the percent, write the percent for rainy days. The total for each is 10 days. So, 5 rainy days is what percent? You're really just going to say 5 times 10. That's 50. 3 days, since there's 10 days we're talking about, 3 of the 10 days is 30%. You're multiplying the 3 by 10. 6 days, you're multiplying the 6 by 10. What percent? 6 days out of 10 it rains. If 6 days out of 10 it rains, it's 60% of the days were raining. Okay? See, you're going to finish those. It's so easy. But I want you to go to number 5. I'm going to teach you a couple of little things, and then I'm going to let you do the rest of this on your own. On number 5, What is the percent of a dollar? The percent of a dollar. 55 pennies is what percent of a dollar? 55 cents is what percent of a dollar? It's 55%. Right? 3 dimes is 30 cents. 30 cents is what percent of a dollar? 30%. Isn't this an easy lesson? You should be able to finish this quickly. Remember, you don't have to do the green problems, but I want you to finish this page. See you on Monday. God bless.